Is this okay? Is it? Or was it better without a tripod? Um, Assalamu alaikum. Namaskar. राम राम जी और सादर प्रणाम। फिर एक बार रात में बोलने में कोई हर्जा नहीं है। दिन निकल गया। आज ढेर सारी बारिश मुंबई में, बहुत सारी बारिश हुई। ढेर सारी बारिश हुई मुंबई में। और इतनी भी ढेर नहीं हुई लेकिन हुई। मतलब हम लोग भीग गए, रेन कोट पहनना पड़ा। और खूब सारा मतलब खूब सारा पानी जम गया था। इतने में इतना पानी जमेगा तो आगे जाके क्या हाल होगा क्या पता। संचिता फिर शाम को आ पाएगी कि नहीं पता नहीं। लेकिन क सरा सरा वॉट एवर विल हैव वॉट एवर क सरा सरा whatever will be. The future's not for us to see. Que sera, sera. I don't sing well at all, but you can tolerate me. आप लोग थोड़ा थोड़ा बहुत मुझे टॉलरेट कर सकते हैं। तो ऐसा यूँ रहा मेरा दिन। मैं तो पूरा दिन ब्लॉगिंग करती रही और आपको दिखाती रही कहाँ गई कहाँ नहीं गई। मम्मी पापा से मिली, लड़ी झगड़ी, जामुन के पीछे झगड़े। फिर वो जामुन 400 रुपये का कैसा है। अभी तक मम्मी को लग रहा है कि बाहर 100 रुपये के चीज़ें मिल रहे हैं। यहाँ पर या तो पेड़ में थे तोड़ तोड़ के लोग ला रहे हैं। द इन्फ्लेशन रेट हैज़ गॉन सो मच अप एंड एवरीथिंग इज़ सो कॉस्टली। तो मम्मी को तो पता नहीं, मम्मी निकलती तो नहीं है अब बाज़ार में, अब ज़्यादा एकदम जाती नहीं है। सब चीज़ तो ड्राइवर है घर पे तो वही लेकर आ जाते हैं। तो मम्मी इरिटेट हो गई थी तो मैंने बोला नहीं जामुन खाइए, जामुन खाने से इट्स वेरी गुड फॉर द डायबिटिक। एंड मैंने अपना जामुन अंदर रखा हुआ है। आज विजय स्टोर से हम लोग ने धारवाड़ का पेड़ा लिया एंड मोर कैलोरीज एंड मोर टू माई हिप्स विच आई वॉन्ट टू अवॉइड बट डजेंट मैटर। I don't want to die without not eating things which I like, but in moderation. बहरहाल आज मेरी बेटी से मुझे बात नहीं हुआ ना उसने मुझे फ़ोन किया। मे बी शी इज़ ट्राइंग टू वाइंड अप एवरीथिंग एंड देन गो टू हर फादर्स हाउस टू स्टे। ऐसे तो यहाँ तो मैंने सब जगह प्रिपरेशन करके रखा था, उसका प्रोहिबिटेड रूम वगैरह सब करके रखा था। तो फिर अगर वो नहीं आ रही है यहाँ पर तो मैं आई थिंक आई विल डिज़ाइन अ रूम सेपरेटली। आज मेरे चेक का कुछ इधर उधर गड़बड़ हो गया जस्ट बिकॉज मेरा नाम इंस्टेड ऑफ राधा वर्मा डॉक्टर राधा वर्मा लिखा हुआ था। अब मैं डॉक्टर हूँ तो क्या हुआ, इतना भी तो थोड़ा सा बैंक वाले बड़े बड़े साइबर क्राइम हो जाते, पता नहीं चलता। एक डॉक्टर लिखने से मेरा मेरा चेक ही रिजेक्ट कर दिया। क्या सच अ नॉनसेंस थिंग यू नो। एंड आई हैव फाउंड आउट वेन एवर आई गो टू मेक FD in that Karur bank, it is always delayed by 48 hours. Something or the other happens. I don't know what happens. It just the people are nice, but then Gand and all are very nice, but then I don't know what happens that it is always 48 hours late, and it's disheartening for me. Whereas if I go to SBI, my work is done like this. Within hours, I get this transfer of money. Anyway, every bank has its own way of dealing with it. I can't compare one with another, but let us see. तो मैं गई पेशेंट देखने, पेशेंट को देखी। कल मैं पेशेंट को आईसीयू से निकाल दूँगी। और मम्मी पापा से थोड़ा नोक-झोंक हो गया, थोड़ा बातचीत हो गया। एंड आई डोंट नो व्हाट माय फादर इज़ वर्किंग ऑन एट द एज ऑफ 88। ही इज़ राइटिंग व्हाट इज़ राइटिंग इज़ what is he writing? He is cryptic. He does not like to share with us, and we don't. At least I don't want to even look it into that direction, because all throughout the life they have been very cryptic and very they didn't want to tell us anything. And similarly, I would not like to tell anything to my daughter till the time comes, because then you become lethargic and you do not work. Okay, and it's for our own betterment that we don't tell our children whatever we have earned and kept for them, but don't wait till the age of 88 like my father has done. Okay, so that is really a fine age, so that should not happen like that. By God's grace they are doing well, and माई लाइफ इज सेम एज इट इज़. जो कल था, जो आज था, आज बारिश में गई, येलो रेनकोट पहनी. आज मेरी सिस्टर ने बहुत सुंदर सा माय फेवरेट कलर मरून कलर का रेनकोट भेजा है. थैंक यू अंजलि सो मच एंड फॉर द फ्रॉक. Thank you so much. I'm going to wear it tomorrow. Whatever dresses she sends me, I wear it the other day to the hospital. And when do I wear it? I only go to the hospitals. I don't go anywhere else. So that's my outing. And the yellow raincoat really kept me dry, and it was such a boon. It's better than carrying that umbrella and the umbrella flying in the breeze, and then it's becoming teda and meda, and then you trying to pull it off and all, so far and so much. फिर then I just now I was studying the studied sample, BCBR, sorry, BCBR low, ICMR low. It was very tough. It was extremely tough, and बहुत सारा चीज़ तो मैंने टुक्के मारे हैं. अब ये वाला चैप्टर तो मैं ज़रूर टुक्के मारने वाली हूँ. Sanchita enters the room whenever I'm talking I'm making my vlogs. I made 2 subscribers today. And my team was my Parak team and my Satna team are so good. My staffs and sisters and the front desk girls, they are so sweet. I always like to be with the youngsters, and it gives an energy. I miss those days in medical college where there were a lot of youngsters, and I would just sit and observe them and see what they talk, and they would look at me and observe me how I work, and then they will get very motivated to become a surgeon. And I hope the same season comes back again, and I would lead much better than what I would, because today I'm a different version of what I was doing that time. During that time I was just working as if a woman possessed. Now I'm a woman at peace. But I want to enjoy life. I want to see life. I don't want to go out here and ever. I want to enjoy every moment of my life, and enjoy every bazaar, every butterfly, every marble. And I've been rejected so many times from so many places right now. So the latest is my daughter who has rejected me. She is so cryptic, so cryptic. She does not tell me anything. I feel like a bad woman. So if I'm a bad woman, I take a back foot, darling. Anything for you. आपको बचपन की कहानी सुनाती हूँ मैं. बचपन में क्या होता था, I was a middle child, okay, and my sister was the eldest one. So my sister was आँखों का तारा of my father and my mother, and then she was sick for some time because she had glomerulonephritis and she was taken to Nanavati. That time Papa did not have. Papa, though being a diplomat, did not have. The money was too much, right? So she was taken to the emergency and treated, and someone very poor in जिनके बाजू में था, was crying because they didn't have money, and Papa Mummy paid for that child too. So my sister Archana was a very favorite child of my parents because she was the firstborn. She was very pampered by my Nanaji, Naniji and my parents. And within not even 2 years completed, I was born. So my father and my mother became very insecure that the love of my eldest child will be compromised because I was born. And what story I hear is that my father visiting the hospital, Jeevan Jyot, and the mother crying a lot that I was born, and then the father pacifying my mother, don't cry, it's a second girl, doesn't matter. I don't know why she was crying, I have no idea. But then I was destined to be born, and through them I was born, so I can't help it. It was written here. It was Vidika Vidhan, so I came into this world. Anyways, so throughout this, they were always very insecure that my sister shouldn't be. I was born with a lot of curly hair, and people, when my nani saw me, and she said, "Oh my God, this is Krishna. Krishna has arrived at your house." But it was not Krishna, it was Radha. And Radha with Radha's fate. Okay. So पापा मम्मी हमेशा बोलते थे कि मेरी बेटी की बड़ी बेटी की प्यार ना कम हो जाए इसके आने से. So that's okay. Doesn't I and I hear the stories when they talk. You know, they used to talk to the neighbors and here and there. And I have been a very I think I must also have been an old soul, so I used to listen about it. And my sister was very aggressive and very difficult because she would get whatever she wanted, and I was the one who was compromising. I would compromise in a lot of things. So I was invisible. The middle child is usually invisible. Within 3 years of my birth, I don't know what happened in during. I don't remember anything about my childhood. You know, the love. I don't remember any sort of love in my childhood, or any sort of. I don't remember anything at all. But after 3 years, my brother was born, Shivendra, and he was apparently a beautiful child because my mother kept on telling everyone that she is such a beautiful child, and mummy's every friend came and said that हमको भी शिवा जैसा बच्चा ही चाहिए, इतना ही सुंदर बच्चा चाहिए शिवा जैसा. So I used to just listen. Acha, wow, they all are praising him, and he's a beautiful child apparently, and all that Mona Didi and all wanted a child like Chintu, and my mother would go and tell everyone in the neighborhood that everyone wants a child like my son. Uh, and for years and years and years and years till I became a teenager, the story went on and on by my mother that everyone would say that we wanted a child like Shiva. Shiva must be a special child, I'm sure. And I was only 3 years old, and he had some very high fever. So he had some patent ductus arteriosus, that is some small of some hole in his heart, which usually which does not need a surgery. And he had very high fever, and the doctor would come at home and put it in. Bhausar uncle would come actually at home and put it in the ice tub and see to it the fever came down. And then there was so many. I still remember when Shiva was born, there were huge amount of Hijaris who had come, and they played, they danced, and they played their drums, and they put their drums on. They put Shiva on their drums, and apparently, superstitiously, it is said that Shiva became alright during that time. But Shiva, and then I used to be a little girl watching my mother make a jhula out of a sari from one window to another, and singing to my brother. I was a little girl, and I used to watch her, not with any envy, but maybe I missed that part of my jhula. So, because Anjiti got a lot of love from Nana Nani, the first born, and born in Muzaffarpur and born with the pomp and show. So, the first daughter having the first child, I was invisible. Yeah, I was. Truly so. Anyway, so it was so, and I would see my mom. Then he was admitted in. He had some sort of very bad, very bad throat infection, which they thought was diphtheria, because diphtheria was rampant that time, and he was admitted into Kasturba, a little boy with a long hair, a beautiful boy with a long hair and shirt and pant. And I was very close to my mom, and I was always a very scared child, scared of the darkness and the childhood depression. I would run away from the school. Something had happened to me in the school, so I would run away from the school. I was very scared of the school. Or there was a graveyard in that besides the convent, and I used to just run away. And I had some childhood depression, but people made fun of it, saying that she is running away from school and all. But today, no one can talk like that this way. No one can call me little Lota, and no one can call me baby elephant anymore. Not my family, not my friends. It's body shaming, and body shaming is pretty bad, and it reflects your own character. Anyway, छोड़िए वो सब बातें छोड़ दीजिए. उसके बाद क्या हुआ था कि उसके बाद my brother went away. My brother was taken to Kasturba. My mother went to Kasturba, and my father would make two horrible chotis. Poor man, he would make two horrible chotis of mine because I had to go to the school, and I would miss my mother a lot. And then on Sunday, he would take me to my mother, and I would run and hug her, and she would stay with my brother. Then my brother came home, and then the whole building came to meet the little child. I still remember the little child with the long hair, because they वो मन्नत मांगी थी उसके लिए मेरी माँ पापा ने कि इसका बाल काटेंगे तो हम तिरुपति में काटेंगे. He was that special of a child, and that special child is no longer in contact with any of his sisters, and he is just now his family has taken over him, and I don't think he can balance it. So it's okay, doesn't matter, wherever he is, he's happy. And I think he's in connect with my mother and father, and I think I should not come in between my mother, father, or him, because he is loved. He's really very, very, very loved. And so when he came, I still remember we had one bedroom hall, and the full hall was the beautiful child had come with two ponies, and he had a picture of Lakshmi and Ganesh in his hand, and he was oblivious of everything, and he couldn't even recognize me. And I was sitting at one corner of the house at the doorway and just looking at it and looking at the amount of love he's getting, and so much of love he's getting. Then I would remember my mother see, there's only 3 years difference, right? So, and the first child got all the first child was very special, because her love should not be nullified, and there shouldn't be a sibling rival. But there was a sibling rival. She never liked me all her life. All her life she has a sorry, I'm changing my position, I'm very tired. She never liked me. She was not very fond of me, because I was a very different girl. I was very studious, and but I was a very observant person. So she never liked me. She had her own group of friends, her own tribe, who would laugh at me because I used to study a lot, and I was like a nerd to them. They had crushes and they had boyfriends, and they used to keep on talking about some boyfriend which I didn't understand. So for me, it was like studies. So maybe I was dumb or something, or they might be very intelligent. So I used to see my mother putting up a jhula for my brother, and singing the song. And I would just stand at the doorway and listen to that song. मुन्ना बड़ा प्यारा, मम्मी का दुलारा, कोई कहे चांद कोई आँखों का तारा, रोए तो भला लगे, हंसे तो भला लगे, मम्मी को उसके बिना कुछ अच्छा न लगे, जियो मेरे लाल. एंड मम्मी साड़ी में उसको सुलाती थी और उसको गोल गोल घुमाती थी और ये गाना गाती थी, मुन्ना बड़ा प्यारा, मम्मी का दुलारा. एंड आई यूज्ड टू फील लाइक someday in some life I will also have a mother who will do that same thing to me. Anyways, I'm not jealous, and she wanted a boy, she got a boy, and she was very happy she had a son. Everyone is happy to have a son, and that's the crude truth. No one wants a daughter. And he was sick for some time. So then he caught up with everything. He was patla dubla and everything and all, and I don't remember much of him, but everyone used to say we want a beautiful child like Samla tha, lekin then my mother would go gloat everywhere to everyone and say that everyone wants a boy like my boy. And this boy was very good, and I still remember the first day when he went to this KG, and I was very fond of him. So I would just sneak I would sneak in the window and see my brother is not crying, and I was so happy that my brother is not crying, because I was a little girl, and I studied hard, and I would study very hard, and now I don't remember after that about Shiva, and I don't remember anything about that. I only remember my father making omelets for us of different types every Sunday, and he used to make lovely omelets. And he would take us to Titwala in a train, and then we would go in a ghoda gadi, puri bhujia ban ke leke jate the, and then we would put something down and eat. Puri bhujia khate the, hum darshan lekar aa jate the, then he would take us to Sai Baba, and my father is an atheist, okay, but he did take us to there. Then Shiva was taken to, I didn't go, बट मन्नत का चाइल्ड था, मन्नत का था, तो किसी ने बोला कि इसके बाल इतने लंबे थे, सो he had a mundan at Lord Tirupati, Gopala, and he was really very special. He's still very special. He's still very loved, and not a single day goes by my mother does not remember him. And my mother, if there is anything in my mother's life today, is my brother. I think so. And as far as for my father, he has given all sort of hopes, and I don't know what he keeps on writing at the age of 88, which he should have written at the age of 60. So I'm not really interested in what he does, but I'm very much interested in my parents' health, and that's what I'm here for. I'm just a doctor for them. Okay, so my journey was a different journey. So Munna Bada Pyara, Mummy Ka Dulara must now connect to that lady who is soulfully connected to him, and she loves him abundance. So though I and my sister didn't get that much amount of love, though my sister got a lot of love, and I, the middle child, is always the invisible child. I got a lot of love, I think, from my father, because I don't know whether father gave me love, but I love my father a lot. Because my father, whenever he would go on foreign trips, I would fall very sick. Once upon a time, I had Bell's palsy just at the airport, and because of the stress. And I had Kalazar, and he worked very hard with me. I would study a lot, then I took up studying, and then I had a lot of passion in studying, so I started studying. So this is the story of three children, and we all three children are extremely disconnected. I and my sister have a very difficult fate. I'm a divorcee. My sister is also working very hard on herself and on her daughter, and I have a child who I do not understand and resonate with. And I have been the face of all her miseries, and so I have taken a back foot. I'm trying to live every day with all my might and with all the courage, and I know I have no one in this world except for the passion of my studies, of my work. I love surgery. I love being with patients. I love operating. I love my work. I love teaching, and which was also snatched away from me by a big, huge conspiracy that needs to be punished. All those people involved need to be punished, and punished by law. Okay, by law. This happened 5 years ago. I didn't have money, but they need to be punished by law. And karma hua nahi hua, but law should it is I wish I could meet Modi ji and I could tell him the whole story, and maybe someday, if there is Swami Samarth is there, I stood by Swami Samarth stood by me during all these hours, and I'm sure one day by law it is going to, I'll get a lawful closure. I promise you that. It doesn't affect me, okay? So my life has been full of choices. The divorce was my choice, as my mother said that तुमने अपने husband को भगा दिया, ठीक है, नहीं रह पाते, compatibility नहीं था, बहुत झगड़े होते थे, it was not right. और मैंने अपनी बेटी को मारा पीटा, पढ़ाई में कौन नहीं मारता है पीटा है। फिर उसके बाद डायग्नोसिस ADHD और ऑटिज़म ADHD वाले को 78 आउट ऑफ 80 नहीं आता है। Anyway, she must be right that she has some disorder, but then she's dealing with it and she's taking the therapy and she will be now with her father. So I think everything will open to her in a year or two. And for me, because Sarasara tomorrow, I do not know. Whatever will come, I shall take it, and whatever I hope I have no I have zero I have zero I don't have any knowledge about anything except surgery. I have now been a mother. I've been a mother. I've been a very, very hardworking mother, which she has never realized. And I'm not a very good cook. I'm a decent person. I have had men in my life who had taken advantage of me, and love was definitely not one of them. So I don't think love is in the agenda. पुराने जन्म का कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा शायद. एंड फिफ्थली दैट आई लव माई सर्जरी एंड आई प्रे टू गॉड दैट मेरे को मरते दम तक मैं काम करती रहूँ, सर्जरी करती रहूँ एंड हील पेशेंट, मेरे हाथ में शिफा देना मेरे स्वामी समर्थ, और मेरे साथ खड़े रहना. ज़िंदगी मेरे लिए बहुत टफ़ है, और जिस तरीके से मैं अपने आप को खुश रख रही हूँ वो बहुत ही डिफ़िकल्ट बात है. आप लोगों के पास चाहे मेरी बेटी हो या उसके फादर हो या फिर मम्मी पापा हो, everyone has friends and relatives, but I do not get a single call from any one of them any day unless they need me for some health purpose. Today I got one phone from my dear sister Tinu, that you look very beautiful in your YouTube. So thank you, Tinu. Love you, darling. Tinu is a very good artist, and thank you, Anjali, for the raincoat. And I know you're going through difficult times, but times are difficult. We are born to go through difficult times. Some रास पुराने जन्म का. And yeah, I'm not going to get the love till I pray for someone who comes in my life as a friend and who is rock solid, because I'm jiddi, I'm ideal, I'm intuitive, and I see things. So I hope that I get someone who's a rock solid person and a friend, and that's what I ask my Khuda, my Upparwala, my Swami Samarth, and I do good work in my life, and I have an impact when I live this mortal being, and I wish I leave this earth at a decent time, not 70s, not 60s, not 80s. 50s is good enough. That's what I want, but that's not that's what whatever is written in destiny will happen. And I had a very good run as a teacher, and a very good run as a mentor, and a very good run as a unit head. And I had a very bad experience at KJ Somaiya Medical College, and lawfully someday the punishment should be given to them. That was a very, very I wouldn't have survived. And something stopped me. I wouldn't have survived, but it was not my time to go. Anyways, that's gone, that's done and dusted, but the closure is yet to be done, and someday it will be done, not through me, through someone else, but it will be done. Till then, I must continue my good work, my studies, and my studies, my good work, and my walk, which I'm very passionate about. And I hope I can continue my YouTubing for a year at least. And then kasara sara, make me famous. So like, subscribe, and share. And the last word to my sister and my brother, that my dad is totally lost without, my parents are all the time looking at the window and the door, thinking someone will walk in. I think it's you or Shiva and his family, mostly Shiva and his family, and his pota will come. I hope his pota comes and Dadaji, and that's enough for that. Like one ma, when Akanksha says, it's really very good. So Akanksha's gone too, I think. I think Akanksha is gone from my life, and Akanksha is well taken care of by her father, and I hope they manage very well, and they will. And they are rich people, and they are living in a good area. What else can I provide Akanksha here in this suburb? She's in a better area. She'll be in a better place and better. It's a matter of few days till she sorts herself out, and she's very very intelligent to sort herself out. And I want to thank you, Nishad, for giving me the patience. And oh, I said Nishad, and Nishad's phone has come. So, bon nuit and good night, and shabbha khair. Uh, or may today be better than tomorrow. Love all your kids. They all require your love. When you love one person, the other person is observing you. Remember that, because my student would observe me. And don't take it in the wrong tone. These are my observations of life. It's not yours. It's my desires. It's my reading of life. It's not yours. It is not generalized. Uh, as someone said, when I lost my job, तुम्हारे तो तारीफ बुरे थे, and the authority said तुम्हारे तारीफ बुरे थे, and oh my God, they surrounded me from all the side, they stabbed me from all the side. One woman, so many men. I must be really something. Ciao, shabbha khair, namaste and sadar pranam. किसी को बुरा लगा होगा तो मुझे माफ़ कीजिएगा, और तहे दिल से मैं आज परख के टीम को प्रणाम करती हूँ फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग मी, और गीता बहन को भी प्रणाम करती हूँ फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग मी. लव यू ऑल. गुड नाइट. शब्बा खैर.